I've spent the last few months testing something that sounds almost too good to be true, turning kitchen scraps and waste into actual cooking gas. We're talking about biogas, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set up your own home system. No fancy equipment needed, just some basic understanding of how microbes can work for you. By the end of this video, you'll know how to size a digester, pick the right type for your climate, and most importantly, do it safely. So here's how biogas actually works. You take organic waste, kitchen scraps, manure, plant material, and seal it in a container called a digester where there's zero oxygen. Microbes go to work breaking everything down anaerobically, and the byproduct is methane-rich gas that collects at the top, while a nutrient-packed slurry settles at the bottom. The gas is mostly methane, some CO2, and trace amounts of other stuff. I tested this with a small prototype using just fruit peels and coffee grounds, and within 3 weeks I had enough gas to boil water for coffee. The cool part is, the leftover digestate makes incredible fertilizer for your garden. Now let's talk benefits, because this isn't just a science experiment. I calculated that a typical family of 4 produces about 2 to 3 kilograms of kitchen waste daily. That's roughly 900 kilos a year going to landfills. A home biogas system diverts all of that while producing renewable cooking fuel. I ran the numbers on my own setup and found I could offset about 30% of my cooking gas costs. Plus, the digestate replaced about $200 worth of commercial fertilizer annually. Some regions offer subsidies for these systems, and in areas with sanitation challenges, sealed digesters dramatically reduce odors and improve local hygiene. Choosing your system type comes down to 3 main options. Continuous digesters get fed regularly. Think daily or every few days and produce steady gas output. Batch systems get filled completely, sealed for a fixed digestion period, then emptied and restarted. For construction, fixed dome digesters made of concrete are incredibly durable and low maintenance but harder to clean. Floating dome systems have a gas holder that rises and falls with production. More moving parts but easier to monitor. I personally started with a plastic tubular digester because it cost a few $100s and I could set it up in a weekend. The trade-off is lifespan. Plastic might last 5 to 8 years in moderate climates versus decades for concrete. Sizing your digester is where the math gets fun. First, estimate your daily gas need by looking at burner usage. If you run 2 burners for 2 hours daily, and each burner uses roughly 0.04 to 0.10 cubic meters of biogas per hour, you need about 0.16 to 0.40 cubic meters per day. Next, pick your retention time based on temperature. In warm climates, 20 to 30 days works great. In cooler areas, plan for 40 to 60 days or add insulation. Then calculate digester volume by multiplying daily feed input by retention time. So if I feed 0.3 cubic meters daily with a 25-day retention, I need about 7.5 cubic meters of digester volume. Feed gradually to avoid shocking the microbial community and aim for a carbon to nitrogen ratio around 20 to 30 to 1. Safety is non-negotiable, so here's my checklist. Methane is flammable. Site your digester in a well-ventilated area away from living spaces and any ignition sources. I use soapy water to check for leaks every week. Bubbles mean you've got a problem. Install a proper gas regulator rated for your stove, and if you're using high-sulfur feedstocks, get a hydrogen sulfide detector, because H2S is toxic. Always include shut-off valves at multiple points in your gas line. Never store biogas in enclosed spaces. Use a proper rated holder. And here's the big one. If you smell gas or hear hissing, shut everything off immediately and ventilate the area. I've put together a complete quick start plan that takes 2 to 6 weeks, plus a checklist you can download. But here's where it gets personalized. Tell me your location and climate, how much waste you can divert daily in kilograms, your cooking fuel goal, your budget, and whether you want to go DIY or hire a pro. I'll build you a customized step-by-step setup plan with a simple schematic. I can also provide this entire guide in Spanish, French, Hindi, Arabic, Bengali, Portuguese, or other languages. Let's turn your waste into energy.